TruVue Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
The boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah. Son. You know what I'm saying? They really speak their truth. The hell was that? You're. What it do? What the business is? What is good? It is your boy Mel. We are back in this building again, bringing the barbershop to the box office and also bringing tithes and offerings to the church. Let's get it. Let's go.
Sometimes it be hard to be a saint in a room full of heathens. I am -X. Thank you guys for joining us. TruVue Podcast. Let's get it. Let's go. Alley to my guy.
Deacon, let's do.
It's the TruVueSocial as usual. Glad here to be with the fellas. Let's get it.
Yes, sir, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know who you are here with, man. TVP. We back with another one, man. Let's get to it.
Once again, thanks again for tuning in.
Mm-hmm.
It is I, ye heathen, grown man MJ. In the place to be, with the people to be with. Let's get it.
Cheers, gentlemen, to our heathenistic ways. Let's get it popping. We're going to get it cracking. All right, now, what are we talking about today, my brethren? Well,
here we go.
The Book of Clarence. What is the Book of Clarence, you might ask? Well, this is what I'll tell you. Struggling to find a better life, Clarence is captivated by the power of the rising Messiah and soon risks everything to carve a path to a divine existence. The Book of Clarence. All right. Yeah, that's it. That's
really, nigga.
Yeah. What? Oh, come on, man. That's unnecessary. That's unnecessary.
Wasn't he just chasing the pussy? I mean,
whoa. Well, he saw the Messiah, and then he was like, I'm gonna add my own little flavor to this motherfucker. What you shake your head? That wasn't what happened. That ain't what happened.
That's what happened.
Nah, man, this flavor slapped. And shout out to who's the writer director?
James Samuel.
There we go.
Once
James
again,
Samuel.
he did it again. He brought together actual soundtrack for his movie. It's not just a collage of different songs that were already made. These people came together and actually made a soundtrack for this album, which it slapped. The soundtrack slapped. He said pretty much if it didn't have a voice to it, he composed it in the whole film. I really appreciate that aspect that he brings to his filmmaking. I think that's a very unique style that he has developed all together, and it's very fitting. It works very well for him.
I just think it's so appropriate that we're starting out with the flavor of this, just like you kind of do at a service, like praise and worship. Yeah, that's where all things start. I just think that's very interesting. I like the music in this. I like the sounds. The part where he was having the nails put through his hands and whatnot. I thought that the sound was really good on that, very believable.
I like that they didn't show it either.
Mm-hmm.
I did too. I like that too.
That they didn't necessarily show it. I do appreciate that part of it. But I like the dance scene that they did too with that
that was good.
Nice over Egypt or something. That was cool.
Mm-hmm. That's what raised up my score too, was with the sound of the flavor for sure. And that scene.
Y'all know I'm not really one for musicals,
But in this, I got a sense of Bollywood's Hollywood a little bit, how they kind of immerse their culture into the movie and have music that pertains to them specifically. And I thought it just kind of, you know, that might be a stretch, but that's kind of what some of the draws that I kind of had while watching this, dealing with the flavor itself.
The Hallelujah song, man, and that scene was great.
Oh yeah, cold.
I mean, I was just like, oh shit, I dig it. I mean, the way it's shot too. I mean, it's like, but sound for that, the sound of it was clear. Music.
Well, Zoe, what you think? You the producer, man.
Yeah, man, very well scored. You know, like it was mentioned, the fact that, you know, they created a scored album to coexist with the film. We don't see that happening too much with a lot of movies these days. But, you know, even around, you know what I'm saying, the song or record aspect, the sound effects, the original compositions, you know what I'm saying, to go underneath, you know what I'm saying, certain scenes that didn't have words to them, so to say. All of that shit was dope, man. Shout out to Jay Samuels.
Reverend Samuels. Oh, wait, what?
James Samuels. Yeah, shout out to bro, man. Very, very skilled with what he does. And he hit this one on the head again for sure. Pause.
Is he sealed, bro?
So he wrote this movie, right?
He wrote it, directed
wrote it, produced it, and made the music, right? Yep. Like it's like he does a lot of music videos too, right?
Him and drinking the douche out of the Grammy Award, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them, man.
No, that's definitely the crispness of the sounds that they caught in this. Like with them walking in the sands and maneuvering, the rocks falling on the ground. It added to the picture and gave it something to really look at.
Look at me now. Look at me now. Oh.
No, he did a good job with that, Mel, of actually making the place that they were shooting in look like it could actually be what could be pictured as olden day Jerusalem or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They were actually shooting off in Italy, I believe.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely looked.
When I found that detail out, like they did some real good scouting on that location right there. That was fire.
Not only that, I mean, they did good with the costume and set design with it, because that, I mean, the clothes, I'm not sure about it, but it looked believable to me. How they was rolling around, jacking the homeless man shit.
Hey man, they had, you know, I appreciate they had those stage coaches on lock over there, showing you they're dangerous. We getting jacked.
That was a hell of an opening scene. The drag racing,
chariot,
drag chariot. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, they sit up there, man. When they flipped the shit though, they were doing some fancy shit with the camera work.
I did like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was tight. Yeah, that was
tight. Zoom ins, the zoom out.
That was like some GoPro camera, wasn't it?
I have no clue.
Type ish. Yep.
Mm-hmm. The view. That's
type ish. Like I really enjoyed the storyline to this. It put all the stories of the Bible together, and even incorporated a lot of the lost books of the Bible. And then I like the way that they used Thomas to be the character that had the twin, old doubting ass Thomas. And the part where they got Thomas to believe, Thomas is the one who doubted that Jesus could walk on water. And then he watched his brother, who was claiming to be a Messiah, face his biggest fear because he couldn't swim, walk on water. You know what I'm saying? To believe in his brother, not so much as in being a Messiah, but as in being worthy enough, just like he was worthy enough as well. So I did like the way they tied that in there. I like the way they tied the way Clarence at the end, like they gave him the Lazarus story so that he can go back. Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
No, finish. Go ahead and finish. That's fire. Go ahead.
Yeah, the Lazarus story, like to go back. I like the way the whole crucifixion, it was in the manner that it was saying as Jesus. Like when they had Elijah and the mother, and the one that he so-called loved, that would have been Mary, and other Mary Magdalene and other in the real story and shit. I just like all the real comparisons and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And I like the way they addressed that Jesus was like, well, shit, I still got to be here. Judas is going to give me up, but it's going to be 3 days. So they gave an explanation to that. And then I like the story of Barabbas in there too.
Hold on, before you go into the Barabbas, because you are saying a lot of parables to the Bible that come in this story that kind of get wrapped up quick. You know what I mean? Or kind of introduced and not necessarily explained throughout the film necessarily. So you kind of have to have good knowledge in the scripture in relation to, you know, that religion. So speaking from a heathen's point of view, I just want to give a little bit of light on how I saw the movie, just a little bit. I mean, because there is a lot of parables, even with the life that we lead today, you know, even if in how we, you know, idolize entertainers or athletes and stuff like that, and we look to do the things that they do and gain their attention and put it on yourself, similar to how Clarence was with the, you know, following in Jesus's miracle when he was trying to do all of that stuff to, you know, garner the money and everything, the attention, and the strife with your brother and your family and all that other stuff. And, you know, you always got someone who not necessarily tied into the family like you want them to be, and you're trying to, you know, keep that attachment with them, but they are off into the world that they deem is fit for them. And meanwhile, you may feel like you're suffering without things like that, or they may be living better, but meanwhile you still have a journey to go through all in yourself. So the movie is detailed in a way where I don't think you necessarily have to be immersed in the faith to really understand it. And I think that's what I appreciated in the writing, that it had a lot of different layers that were able to connect with people. But go ahead on Barabbas, though, because I do like that character. I thought that was one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, and Barabbas was like the one who got crucified with Jesus as well. There was the two thieves that got crucified with Jesus as well, and Barabbas was one of those. Barabbas is the one who said to him, you know, something or another, and Jesus said, "Today you will be in paradise with me in my Father's house." So I thought that was I like the way they did that. Like they put him in the story, and if you know the story, then you know that he's probably going to get captured later on and be crucified with Jesus 3 days later. So I like all the correlations. Even the Greek god Achilles and shit. They put that in there. Like he had the power of Achilles and shit.
Elijah, how he tied to the Bible? Does he tie into the Bible at all? Elijah.
So Elijah is also a prophet. You know what I'm saying? Elijah is well. There's a couple of different Elijahs. Like there is Elijah that was who never tastes death. You know what I'm saying? He just got swooped up and taken back to God, to be with God. So he never died. So they always compare him and Jesus. You know, like in the Bible it say like, who does man say that I am? And then the disciples are like, well, some will say that you're Elijah. Some will say that you're just a prophet. You know what I'm saying? He's like, well, who do you say that I am? You know, so, but that's about Jesus. We're talking about Clarence today, and the way that Clarence had that identity crisis when he was like, hey, I'm going to be the next Messiah. That was out of spite because his brother told him he wasn't good enough to be one of them. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, and just like you said, Mike, like that inner beef between the twins about the mother, about leaving and whatnot. He's like, nigga, how the fuck I'm not good enough and you left when our mother was on a deathbed. Mm-hmm. I'm not only am I good enough to meet him, I can be this nigga. How about that? And then I like when they went down and talked to the mom.
That story alone is the story of what you should be immersed in your faith. You know what I'm saying? To be Christ-like. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to be chasing for, so to speak.
Yep. I agree with that.
That was a hard twist.
I agree with that.
That was a hard twist in there, but it was so subliminal, and they made it like he was almost villainous in that activity. That it also is somewhat of the conflict that I have with the religion today. You know what I'm saying? Where they docile you from your greatness, so to speak, in a way. But well, we ain't got to go down that path at all.
The heathen ways. No, listen. No, talking about Clarence. I mean, the way you say it, like what he did and overcame, and how he ended. I mean, it was, you know, how he did it was great. You know, in the beginning, it showed like he wasn't doing it for the pussy. You know, he was doing that so he wouldn't go get killed. You know, he was good to say, hey, talking to a girl, it's like, go talk to your brother real quick. You know what I mean? Hook me up. But then all the great things he started doing afterwards. You know. Positive. It was nice. The story was engaging. It was an interesting take on like serious subject matter, obviously.
Because he was an atheist to start. We have to remember that he was an atheist to start. He didn't believe in God at all. You know what I'm saying? And then all these miraculous things started happening to him in the course of him lying. All these miraculous things were happening to him. And he was being saved.
I mean, just like lighting up on there when Jesus showed up with his crew and his homies, and he's
Yeah.
like, I want to shine like him. He's like,
Right.
they're made. They ain't nobody mess with them because they're shining. He's like, I want to shine too.
Even
No, but
even the story of Mary Magdalene, when they had her chained up and they was throwing the stones, and then Elijah came and shielded, and Jesus dropped it, and that story and whatnot. Like for Bible, see, I'm not a PK per se because my father was not a preacher. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather was. You know what I'm saying? So I'm more of a Bible thumper. Jesus was my favorite superhero. My favorite superhero. I grew up reading these Bible stories and being fascinated by them and shit. And so to see them all interwoven in here in a tasteful manner, because I heard bad reviews about this coming from the church community, terrible reviews about this coming from the church community. But then going in and listening and watching it for myself, I was just like, man, this shit is awesome. It just all of them put together. You know what I'm saying? And it had a great ending. And it tied it up.
And
you know what I'm saying? It tied up everything.
And what I liked about it most, it wasn't like,
preachy,
greatest story ever told in all them other books. I mean, all them other movies where it was to be symbolic of Jesus. It was of somebody who lived in the neighborhood with this mug and knew what was going on and everything. You see what I'm saying? And it was like,
and crucifixion was normal.
Yeah. So a lot of people went to the cross. A lot of us went to the cross.
Nobody's seen them on the cross already. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. And then they had the picture of the white dude. How they explain how white Jesus came about this shit.
Oh my god.
Funny. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't expecting that. Hilarious. I was expecting that at the ending when the white Jesus came out. I was like, oh my god. And then I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just like
what was funny about that to me, it was like, did Jesus ever go to the cross? Like, or did they just?
He did 3 days later.
He did 3 days later.
I get that. They said that in the movie, but at first I was like, because I had to watch it and sit back and think on this movie after I was done with it. It was a movie that left me in a nice little reflective state. And I'm sure if I was around other people, it would have been some engaging conversation that went on.
A lot of Easter eggs. It feels like a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of hidden gems in this, messaging.
Well, that's fire.
History.
That's fire.
Hilarious. The way it was shot, it was funny. I mean, it was great too. The way, the visualization of like the film itself. Like anytime they were talking or preaching or whatever you may call it, or they were getting high too as well, or getting high and like literally floating, and then just seeing like the graphics, just the way. I wouldn't say it was cheesy, but it was like in your face. But but it was entertaining. It was great. It was fun. Maybe, like you say, why I keep hearing the story.
Took the light bulb and shit.
The light bulb. He has an idea. I mean, it was just over the top, at parts, and it just like it was great. I just love the house party dance, towards the end. I digged it. That's a good choreography.
No, I'm glad you said that, TruVueSocial, because to me, again, from the heathen perspective, I got versions, instead of, the Ben-Hur, the Ten Commandments, all of those movies, you definitely get that in here. But you also get movies like Aladdin, you get movies like Friday and stuff like that tie into the film as well. And I think just having a worldly perspective as well as a partial biblical perspective, the movie does slap in all of those aspects to me.
Well, we also, like you said, it's very important to understand that this is happening. This is set in the time of what a person who was around every time there was things that was happening. Because Jesus was not, he was popular.
Something like that. They said
like Jesus was like, popular, but them niggas don't like him.
Yeah, he had a posse with him. They was mob. They was clicked up.
Gang violence.
They protected. They're protected. They protected shit. Nobody messed with them.
Nobody.
It was the first bloods to protect against
they walked in with the theme music.
The Romans who was coming through. You know how the gangs was formed to protect against the police. That's how they was set up.
Gee, they came in with the disciples like motherfucker. Was that like play my damn theme music? And I was like, man, they came. It was funny. It was a nice scene. It was hilarious. The lighting, the way they did with it. It's fun. The whole movie was fun. I love the weed. I love the brothels. I like. Oh it. Yeah. I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean?
What do you say?
That was professional history.
Hey, the part where
everyone's growing weed.
Everyone fit the description.
Show me.
Show me the description. The potato man.
Say what the fuck are y'all looking for? Pharaoh? And then he saw that nigga and shit. What the fuck?
We got two different. How we both hit this.
Let me see your papers.
Man.
Let me see your papers.
That shit was great. Like, I love the subtleties. And then the whole John the Baptist scene, man. They had all, bro. They had all the Bible characters in this shit, man. All of them. They was all in here. Even Jebediah was in this bitch, man. King Jebediah was in this hoe.
They had all the
Mary
Marys.
Magdalene was in this bitch. Jesus was in this hoe. Peter in this bitch. Samson was in this bitch, bro. They was all in here, bro. It was lit.
Yeah,
that shit was lit. Yeah, bro. They had everybody. Barabbas the coldest one. I was like,
Barabbas.
That scene was funny. He's like, you believe this?
They had Pontius Pilate.
Yeah, he was doing all that shit in there. That shit was funny as hell.
Hey, she was like, and the spirit of the Lord came upon me. That nigga said, came upon me. And then the spirit of the Lord came upon him. What? Like, I read what he said on his face. Like, what kind of shit? What kind of freaky shit going on in here?
I mentally, I was like, pause. Wait a minute.
And then, like, when John the Baptist baptized Buddy ass, and he was slapping him and shit, so many people turn to religion and baptism because they think that it's a get out of jail free card. You know what I'm saying? If I go ahead and I be baptized, like, I'm gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying? I like the way that was placed in there and whatnot. Like, they did a lot of good subtleties in here.
Hand ducking. Get this head down there.
I'm about to change my score. I'm about to go all the way up. Fuck it.
Like, all the way to the top. Like, you're ready 5.0?
Y'all, let me hey, flip that cake one time, dog. You might have me reach one score up one time.
You're motivating. Yeah. You're motivating. Hey, look at this. That's funny.
Man. No, this is fire. It is fire, but I don't think. No, I'm saying Lord. On your first go round on this, I don't think that you are able to really enjoy everything the way we speaking of it without any like good reflection or somebody even to bounce off of what they even saw, because it's throwing everything at you so fast. So some of it you actually miss, and I think the humor of it might leave a little bit on the short side a little bit.
Wow. I worked together on that. That's amazing.
Really? I was picking up. I was picking up what he put down.
See that? That's insane.
Just reading the clock. Just
No, some of it.
The mail didn't have much to add on that. Look at me either, did he?
You what?
No, I know he didn't. That's why. Yeah. Well, he was very quiet.
You read the Bible to us, man. I was just letting you get it off. Get your scriptures.
Come on, man. Mike talked too. Mike talked too.
But he was from the heathen perspective.
TruVueSocial talked too.
He said 2 words.
I said 2 words.
No, some of the jokes didn't hit for me, and a lot of the things were kind of getting cheesy because it was cool. Like the first time they did the light coming down, the idea thing, it was cool the first time, and they kept going back to it a couple other times. I was like, all right, y'all didn't beat the fucking joke. Like, let's try.
Damn, he can't be consistent when he have an idea, nigga.
Nah, this shit get cheesy, bro.
It made sense when he was lifted. But
right,
just riding, it was like, I don't know.
Yeah, some of it was a little cheesy, man, and I don't know. I just feel like the story wasn't. I don't want to say it wasn't complete, but it just wasn't captivating me like that. Like I was following along. I'm like, okay, all right. He's the twin that everybody looks down on as the the fuck up basically, and then you got this one twin that fucking. He did some fucked up shit, but everybody still look at him like he the shining one. So I kind of looked at them kind of similar to how people might have saw Cain and Abel. And it was
Their
just
names was Clarence Thomas. Did you catch that shit?
yeah, I caught that. I caught Clarence. Yeah, I caught that shit. But it was, I don't know, man. Like it was something missing from it for me, man. And it kind of helps, I guess, now that I saw that it is actually labeled as a comedy. But oh man,
They didn't lean into the comedy enough.
yeah, they didn't lean into it. It was missing.
Was
like
it?
Yeah,
you think
absolutely.
they needed more what? Slapstick or what?
Yeah, it's definitely more slapstick. It's all like surface comedy. It was all surface comedy.
Okay.
But is that's a form of comedy, correct?
It is a form of
Make
comedy.
sure I'm correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just not my form of comedy. That's what my score reflects.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
There was some corny jokes
you have
in
a
here.
hybrid. You can have like a hybrid, like genre like this. We talked about this a few movies ago when I mentioned it was. If it's going to be like a comedy drama or adventure comedy, it's got to have a little bit more comedy, like just to make sure it's, throughout the entire film to be consistent with it or whatnot.
Even if they
especially if you're going to have like serious subject matters.
If they would have gave me more situational comedy, like more actionable comedy, like they did in the beginning scene with the chariot flip, and then they ran his pockets, snatched his robe, and you got a little shorty,
the gypsies. You better watch out in gypsy territory, motherfucker.
They could have did more with that. They could have like just more stuff like that, not necessarily.
No. I think you hit the nail on the head. Even when you saying doing more with that, like enhance the characters more. I think Elijah, his role could have been a lot more. I felt like he just sat next to the motherfucker blowing tree the whole time.
Man, dog.
And really didn't act.
I wanted to see more of John the Baptist.
Yeah, I wanted to. Yeah, let's try slap the shit out some more people. Like that shit was. If you
right, yeah.
And that's the thing, man. Like I wanted so much. I wanted to love this movie so fucking. I'm the one that brought it to y'all. Like, dog, we need to do the Book of Clarence. Like this. I wanted this movie to be great, but it was okay. That's it. That's. It was just okay. And some of the shit didn't hit. Some of the shit didn't stick, and I was just kind of like, I found myself watching the clock a little bit, like, all right, how much more do I get on this?
I didn't like how they broke it up in the books too either, though. I don't think that was necessary. The book 1, 2, and 3, it almost was like Act 1, 2, and 3, and it was like the movie. The movie didn't necessarily need it for it to be a seamless story, and it kind of, to me, it kind of broke it up a little bit for me. I didn't need it necessarily. It wasn't like I hate, but it just wasn't necessary. Right. And then I didn't really get the love story. Never really formed enough for me. And
I wasn't supposed to.
That. Yeah, I was questioning that.
Supposed to.
Say it again.
It was supposed to look one-sided because it was.
He was trying to stay alive.
Like he was just trying to use her, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that how?
No, like he really. He really cared. He really cared for her. You know what I'm saying? But the feelings just weren't mutual because she knew that he was a heathen. You know what I'm saying? He didn't believe in God. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't get that. I got that she was really feeling him, but it was just the fact
she said that.
It was like he was trying to use her. That's what it was. So I didn't get like
that's what I got.
I love this woman. It was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Holla at my brother. Like every time.
Yeah, help at my brother.
Like, holla at your brother. Yeah. Like, and it came off like he was just buttering her up to save his life.
I mean, that's why he'd be trying to become the Messiah too. And initially too, he said he wanted to, be famous, get money. You know what I mean?
About the only love
of his intentions were good in the beginning.
That I really saw that they really like showed it and it was good was between Elijah and Mary Magdalene.
Oh, I was gonna say,
and how Jesus took his bitch, and how Jesus took his bitch.
He showed it, dog. And she kept looking like that part right there. Like she kept looking like she was.
I'm gonna say this: as a nigga who done lost his bitch to Jesus, it's rough.
It's hard.
It's rough. He pulls him. He be pulling.
Yeah.
That nigga was Elijah took the hits. Jesus made him stop. Help me. You know what I'm saying? He made the pain go away. You can't compete with that shit. You can't compete with that shit, man.
But it was just
you can't compete with that shit, man. Damn.
How she just kept looking back. She was like, dog, I appreciate what you did, but it's Jesus. Like, what you want me to do? Like, yeah, nah.
Bitch was gone. She was gone.
But that was,
It was. I think you're misspeaking. I don't think it was no keep. I don't think she looked back. I think she may look back one time. That was it.
Oh, she did about twice.
Keep rolling out with Big Dog.
She had a little sympathy
because she took like a little baby step. She stopped, looked.
Oh, she was at the table too. Yeah.
And then she looked back again. She was like, "Fuck it, all right, I'm out." But yeah, that was. Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, no, we ain't in the book. I was going to tell about the. I did one. Let me go back because look at me. I didn't bring up how they captured a lot of the pictures and shit that we've seen. I like.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was fire.
But also keeping in on topic with the pictures and shit. A lot of that zooming in on Lakeith's eyes and then zooming back out and shit and like some of it was cool, but I think they did it a little too much and it became overkill. That zoom in,
I didn't like the blue and the red eye thing.
That thing was crazy too. Yeah.
I think that's Lakeith's power though in his eyes for his acting at least. You know what I mean? I think that's where he does a lot of his dynamic is captured.
Well, yeah, he does. He does what I like to say. They act without acting, like he's just using them, the eyes and the facial expressions. But yeah, when they zoom in on his eyes and then they open the scene up, and then after the scene is over, they zoom back in on his eyes and then they pan out. I was like, you're giving me too much eyes, man. You're giving me too much. I know that's where you want me to focus, but Lakeith is talented enough to do that on his own. Like you don't have to do that with an actor like that. Maybe some of the other characters, yes, but nah, it just became overkill.
I guess for the short bus here, I mean the movie. I mean, who's to blame for the film's like not big success? I guess does it all go on?
I want to say it was just the timing. Honestly,
I think the church. I think the church. Black people are going to have a hard time going out in the droves to go see this when it's being deemed inside of black churches as sacrilegious. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature.
Oh, is that what they were saying?
It's almost.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, they're saying it's blasphemous. They're saying it's blasphemous.
Go ahead. I think I've heard all of that. I think that could be part of it too. I think what the mail is saying is also part of the timing. I think if this was pushed towards like an Easter date,
there you go,
right before Easter or something, this would have had a much greater draw.
Yeah,
and it would have pulled a lot more people out to the show. Right now, motherfuckers is into that football right now. That's
well, too. It's statistically known that movies that come out in the winter time do terrible. Terrible. Yeah, don't nobody want, especially people that's in these cold ass cities. Chicago, New York, and shit. If we go out, it better be a good ass fucking movie, and I don't think they did enough to make it be like this is gonna be the epic film or whatever.
You don't think they had enough hype with it?
It had
hype. I think it had hype. Commercials and everything.
It had hype.
Well, that's what I mean.
It was still like questionable. Like I don't know.
You can see that Jay-Z NFL partnership going to work in this motherfucker, dog. He had a discount on that advertising, dog. This shit was coming on during all the games.
But I think if they would have released this around Easter time, I think it would have hit a whole lot harder. But I'm not sure if they were trying to get it in for like a Oscar nod or something. Maybe the timing. They're trying to maybe get Oscars and Grammys at the same. I don't know, but yeah, that timing was off. Timing was way off with this.
So this released like somewhere else, not in the United States, be first or something, right? Or something, or it was like a limited release. Then it just got re-released in the theaters in the United States just recently.
That's how they usually do it. Like they'll do a limited release, and I'm sure it's gonna be over here because I don't see too many people overseas.
Well, that's what I mean. When I was just questioning, like, who's to blame for it, and I was just kind of like, like the movie itself, you know what I mean? A $40 million budget, and you only make only 5.9.
How much did it make?
5.9 million so far on a $40 million budget.
Do you all think
this is all marketing?
You think it's a hard sell in general, religious satire?
Yeah, these movies just don't do very well in the box office. I'm thinking it probably would have been a smarter play to do it like on Netflix or something.
Stream.
Yeah,
Yep.
release it on
Watching the
stream.
privacy of your own home.
I'm guessing that would have helped the numbers out tremendously because I don't think a lot of people wanted to gamble going to the movie theater to see it. So
what's the gamble being
'cause-
seen?
Well, that's the thing is like the
what's that? What'd you
I
say?
said, what's the gamble being
Gamble is
seen?
movie $40 now.
Movie is
$45,
like
$50.
$20 a ticket. Like it's
it's expensive.
Yeah, movie.
No,
$200.
this movie, like
this
you
movie is
said,
129 minutes. It's already 40 minutes pretty long.
religious satire is a hard sell, and the reality is that when you go in public and you go see these types of movies, you know what I'm saying, people may look at you a certain type of way. So I think the strategy, like Mel said,
you saying when you in line buying a ticket, you in line getting your snacks, they pointing at you and shit.
That's the one right
look
there.
at theater he's going
right
to.
there.
That's him.
See that bullshit.
That's him.
Hey.
Hey, Deacon, how you doing? What movie you here to see? Book of Clarence.
Clarence, huh?
The Book of Clarence, huh?
Yeah, about the 13th
right,
apostle. You know what I mean? The 13th apostle. Yeah.
Books of the New Testament, boy.
Matthew, Mark.
You know you don't add or take away from the Bible. That's it, Clarence, huh?
Man.
Okay, now, but I think like what Mel said, they would have released it. If they would have released this like on stream, I think you would have seen total different numbers. That anonymous watch, nobody. I'm just at the crib. Can't nobody see me.
The harder they fall.
Say it again.
I said I think that helped the harder they fall. That was released on Netflix. I think that's what helped that.
Mm-hmm.
But see, the harder they fall would have slapped in the theater regardless.
Okay.
Because
because of the type of movie.
Yeah, because of the type of movie.
Should have been the reverse then, put that one in the theater and let this one release on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's hard to crown, like, it's honestly, this movie had a lot of potential for me. Like, that's because my score reflects it. I'm pretty low, but the acting in here was great. I mean, I think all the characters did pretty well. I mean, and they're not to blame. I mean, the actors acted their ass off.
They did their thing. They all,
you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to say. Like I had quite a few. I mean, I love John the Baptist. Man, God, he played such a good role over that character. I mean, God damn, I loved it.
You know who that was? That's the
Bass Reeves.
Yeah, Bass Reeves.
It's amazing.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it was great for all.
With a beard.
I gave Lakeith Stanfield some heat couple podcasts ago, because I didn't know who he was. I wasn't familiar with any of his films. And I said he was going to get his ass kicked by, I think, who was Isaiah Washington? Is that what I said? Or somebody? It was like a battle between him. Oh, was it? Who was it? Him?
Sterling Brown.
Sterling Brown. Yeah, Sterling Brown was still fuck you up, Lakeith. I'm sorry. But either way. But it gave me some highlight on.
He went in and hit through that first punch.
Just because he was in the pit for his life, it's a movie. I don't think he could do that in real life. No, I'm just but like he did a great job though, playing both roles of Clarence Thomas. I mean, like I said, so it gives me give him mad respect. I mean, like I said, he did a great job.
Lakeith is a monster, dude.
I mean, I was unaware. Now I'm aware. For sure.
No, I mean, given Lakeith is a given. My crown goes to Omar Sy, who was Barabbas.
Right.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Badass character.
Barabbas the immortal.
Yeah.
So if this was like, so these are like superheroes. Who would Barabbas be? Is he like Optimus Prime, or is he more like I don't know?
Well, that's like Achilles.
Optimus Prime is Jesus.
He's Achilles.
He was Wolverine. Shit, he took them.
He told him. He said, "Wrong heel, motherfucker."
Yeah, I wanted to give it to Barabbas, and then also give a runner up to James McAvoy playing Pontius Pilate. That motherfucker.
Yeah.
Dude, and when I saw him, like, I automatically think of Split. I was like, God damn, dude, like this motherfucker could damn near play anything. He goddamn Professor Xavier, goddamn Pontius Pilate, and made it believable.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that's a good one. If I have
address me as your honor, you did a really good job.
If If I had to give a crown on this, I think I might be with you on Omar's side. Yeah, I like R.J. Siler's character a little bit. I just wish he would have been more active in the story, other than the sidekick role. I think Lakeith bodied what he's supposed to do in this, and definitely showed us what Lakeith can do, but I think it was almost a standard of Lakeith almost. Yeah. It wasn't like anything out of the box for me, so I didn't want to give him the crown. But
I was gonna say he's kind of getting into that, like into that space where you're gonna expect him to just do him. It's kind of like you're expecting Denzel to do Denzel. You expect like Jamie Foxx to come do Jamie. Like you have the highest level for him. Like you just need to show up and do you. Like that's it.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out also to Alfre Woodard. She one of my favorite actresses in the game. She just didn't have enough screen time for me to adorn her with the crown, but she does definitely get a shout out for me. I also want to get a crown. I mean, the clown him though. Since in this portion, the clown, I'm gonna give it to. Ward, who played Judas.
Yeah.
Oh damn, that's where I was going.
Yeah. But I want to give it to Michael Ward. What did he do wrong? I want to give it to Tiana.
Who you say?
Oh, I'm giving it to Tiana.
She did good. She played a good
Hold on. Nothing to do with the movie, but call this nigga of mine back. Nah, y'all tripping, man. All right.
Hey, y'all but I told you
it's something
as being a man. Hey man, as being a man who lost his woman to Jesus before, she's gone, Iman. She's gone, bro. She's gone, bro. It's a wrap, my nigga. Move on, my boy. It's a wrap. You're not gonna be able to live up to the expectation, my nigga.
Which part do you think it was? What part did he have? Was it the rock drop? Or was it when he
yes, the dance? No, when the spirit came upon her, nigga. What you mean?
Hell, got like, oh Lord.
When the spirit came upon her.
When he removed the
shackles. Fix that face. She said, "Let's go, baby. Let's go."
Yeah.
But my crown, I'm definitely gonna give it to Lakeith because the character was so relatable to me. Like I really related to this character, and I think he did a great job portraying the intellectual and the spiritual in the spirit realm. I think he did a very good job portraying that. And
which Lakeith? Are you giving it to Clarence or Thomas?
I'm giving it to Clarence. But because I think Thomas could have been a little bit more cold, you know what I'm saying? A little bit more cold. You know what I'm saying? He could have really took it where he was playing two different characters, opposed to it just being two different characters.
Different.
You know what I'm saying? the hairstyle shit was funny, but also I wanted to say that too because if you pay attention, everybody's black, so there's all these different tribes of different black people who knew that. That they were different based off of different features and whatnot. So I thought that was a very interesting aspect too. But now to my clown, since Mike already went ahead and hit Judas, I'm gonna go to Jebediah the Terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to. I hate to do it because I think they wasted him.
Yeah, they
know what I'm saying? I think maybe I would even let him have been Barabbas to more screen time because he's more powerful. He's a great actor. He has a great following as well, and they could have used him to maybe help draw people in, like bring in that power crowd. You know what I'm saying? That BMF crowd. You know what I'm saying? Bring them into this movie. But just for the simple fact that his part, that where he did that whole speech to the fucking Romans and still end up giving that nigga up, like. Clown, nigga. You a clown.
I did want to point out Judas was the only one that hit.
Say what?
Judas was the only one called Judas. He was the only one that was walking around with the hood and the beads and all that shit. He was the only one hiding his face the whole time.
Did he do a bad job? I mean, didn't like they cast it pretty well. I thought just to like make you not like him. You know what I mean? Like a non-likable character or whatever. You know what I mean? Or up to mischievous intentions.
Well,
Well, I didn't like his slow clap. I hated the slow clap. It had no significance behind it.
Yeah, I get it.
He didn't seem menacing,
Evil enough. He wasn't. Yeah.
or overt.
I was gonna say slimy. He needed to be more slimy.
Yeah.
A bit more Judas-like.
Just more like Game of Thrones out of him or something.
Like a Joffrey.
Yeah,
I thought that nigga hand in some gravy though.
Who was the Joffrey in this movie?
Wait, hold on. They made this more sop a biscuit up for the guilty. Guilty go sop the biscuit.
Like,
yeah. You know, that's the story. Had his hand in a bowl. Then they had Mary Magdalene at the table because that's a myth. They think Mary Magdalene in the Last Supper. Man, I'm sorry, man. This movie dope. Had all the Bible stories, all of them.
So they basically just made the Bible another name. Yeah. It is everyone's favorite game show.
I don't like that. I don't like what you just did there.
That movie. Clarence Sale.
Mama, where my face at? The stage play.
Say that
you said Clarence Sale.
I said Clarence Sale.
Clarence Sale?
Would you say hype? I was talking.
Let the church say amen. The stage play.
God damn.
Let the church say amen.
Just a touch of Jesus.
Sermon. The wrong sermon on the mountain.
Tides and all.
Knowledge and faith. The dance of knowledge and faith.
Relief over bullshit.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
I like that. That's pretty funny.
Halfway crooks.
No, because that's exactly what happened.
What does brother call him? A street hustler? That was great.
The coin
the street hustler.
Okay.
The crucifixion mafia.
I'll talk to your brother.
Bear this cross alone.
Ooh, bear this cross alone.
Hang it up.
Can't get up. God damn it. The crossroads.
The crossroads. Wow. Dang. How about the 13th apostle?
You got the wrong guy.
The 13th apostle. Okay.
You got the wrong guy.
Application denied.
Damn.
Judas Christ.
We're not accepted any new members. That's so great. Judas Christ. That's so fucked. I like it.
The motivational speaker.
Judas. God damn it.
The Church of Clarence. Christianity, the B-side.
Barabbas Obama.
Whoa. Barabbas Obama. Is that what you said? Barabbas Obama? I think we all wanted to see more, like you said, Barabbas think. That's great.
Mary's baby. Joseph's maybe.
Damn.
Nah, the other Jesus.
The other Jesus. That wasn't me.
The other Jesus.
I was just fucking around. See what happened was
the No-Sire.
The No-Sire. Yeah.
The No-Sire.
No-Sire.
More sires. There you go.
The Fro and Cloak.
The Fro and Cloak. Eyewitness.
Eyewitness. Crown of Thorns.
Oh, yeah, they didn't ever put that on because he never said it was King of Nazareth.
It wouldn't have fit over the Fro. It wouldn't have fit over his Fro.
That's not, the whole point of the Crown of Thorns was they had thorns on them. They push them down and smash them into your head.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have fit. It was too kinky. It was too kinky.
I do remember that story.
The whole purpose of it. Another day at the crucifixion.
All right. Damn.
I love the way they normalized it. Like that shit was normal. There wasn't no special shit going on.
Didn't they hang motherfucker? Or they crucified a lot of people upside down too, didn't they?
Yeah, they would do that with like when they conquer different lands and shit. The leadership, they'll do them upside down. But you talking about Peter? No, Paul. You talking about Paul with the Catholic Church did to Paul? That nigga was an author too.
Still missed it, huh?
Living testimony.
The crucifix.
I like what you did there.
Oh, he back.
Church folk.
The A selection.
I didn't forget all of them that I said too. So that
the gospel.
What did they say?
Preaching to the
when they first saw Jesus. He walked in.
Messiah.
He's like Jesus came up like shining like the sun. Yeah, something.
Y'all, let's pick one. God damn it. This
trying, damn it.
I'm gonna say
Climb time.
The Nosaya. The Nosaya. That's the one.
Nosaya.
No, not that one.
Damn it, Jay-Z. This is all. Is it Jay-Z's fault or is this
the mighty scammer?
The mighty
scammer.
The street hustler. Clarence. God damn it, Clarence.
A nigga named Clarence.
Yeah, there was one. Clarence Sale.
Yeah.
No, Clarence Rack.
I like that one.
That's an assist. Come on. Let's go.
I like that one.
We did it together. You don't gotta fight it. We did it together.
I like
it's a combo.
It's
powerful. Cool. This is like flowing just like last episode. I like it.
Oh brother, where art thou? Sandal game crazy.
My brother's keeper.
Jesus Sandals.
Who?
Jesus Sandals? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gucci.
G Money and the Lost Tabernacle.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry, but
when I see Tabernacle. There we go. Tabernacle. Let's use that. There we go.
The Tabernacle.
No, just say Tabernacle. That's it with an exclamation point.
Tabernacle and then search right after it.
You got
2 U's, CH.
Chuuch. Tabernacle church.
Oh, is that it? We'll pick that one.
Yeah, let's go. It's gonna slap.
All right, the official TruVue rename for the Book of Clarence.
Where is Zoe when you need them? Shit
is Tabernacle Chuuch. Oh man, and the official TruVue score with Tabernacle or Chuuch.
Mel, we gonna give you one more chance, dog. You want to up this score, dog?
3.
No.
Okay, all right.
2.99, man. That's where it landed with me. It's like I didn't hate it, but I wanted more, and they didn't give it to me.
I can't wait for the next Ryan Reynolds film, bro. I can't wait.
Oh, 5s.
When he wins.
5s.
I can't wait.
I'm gonna double it up.
Some dumbass shit too.
I'm gonna double it up with a 10.
I'm taking a day off.
This nigga be acting like he one of the lost members off of Full House and shit. One of the lost uncles and shit. Uncle Jesse cousin and shit.
I can see that, dude. That he'll kill that role. Anyway.
Start the show. Cut it out. Cut it out.
Wow. Dang.
Oh man, let's hit him with the damn the fever pitch. I keep giving it a new name. The 30 seconds. 30 seconds. There's 30 seconds. There's one more second over 29, but one less than 31. 30 seconds.
I'll try to keep it short and sweet.
Have you been feeling alone in a life of chaos?
This nigga came to life.
Have you just lost? Have you felt like you just lost your way? Find some faith. This is the movie for you. If faith is something that you are lacking in your life and you're questioning the existence of the God inside of thee, then this is the movie for you. I'm definitely going to be rewatching this. This is going to be in heavy rotation for me. It was a great movie, and I will be recommending it. God bless you all. Peace unto you.
Shalom.
Whoa.
All right, I'll jump on it. Hey man, you need to get back in church, G. It is what it is. You ain't been living right. You eating on that bullshit. You ain't saying you steady in and out the job. You ain't been focused, fam. This film will bring you to some spiritual realization. I think it's a dope film. It's visually captivating. It gives you a good question to ponder. And nigga, where's your belief? Where's your knowledge, nigga? Is your knowledge stronger than your belief? Is your belief stronger than your knowledge, nigga? Check it out, nigga. And rewatch. Check it out.
If you want a movie where Jesus is pulling your bitch, this here movie is for you.
Triggered.
If you want a movie where you gonna hit the Holy Ghost hookah, this here is
nigga, that's the rename.
If you
What did you say? What's with the
want a movie where this little light of
Hallelujah.
mine is just the light of my mind, this here movie is for you.
Damn.
I
Nigga
will
saved all
rewatch
this
this
shit.
movie. And I will recommend this movie. I did enjoy it. It was just little small quirks about it, but overall, good job, man. Good job.
Nigga said good job. Yeah, 2.9. Still delusional. Just say you hated the movie, bro. Just say it.
Dang.
I can't. It would have been a 2.
Yeah, I can't say I hate it. The music saved the music. The music saved this movie score for me. I definitely appreciate Stagecoaches and Dangerous stunts. I like it.
10 Hail Marys, please, Father, forgive them.
I love seeing the Gypsy Territories. They'll be messing around over there, get jacked. Better watch your shit. The weed, the brothels. I loved it. Had a little bit of everything.
Press the button now. So
there you have it.
Had a house party dance, you know.
God, no, that'll be the end of the show, man. Y'all, thank y'all for rolling with us over at TruVuePodcast.com. That's TruVue Podcast.com, where you can like, subscribe, share, and comment to help us defeat that all-powerful algorithm that's trying to hold a black pod down. And thank you guys for rolling with us over at the YouTube. Be sure to hit the bell for notifications, the thumbs up, the subscribe button, and share us with somebody. But also drop a comment in there, man. Drop something in the comments that you want us to review, because we here at the TruVue Podcast know that it's not just about our review, but the conversation with the crew. So go ahead, drop that in the comments and let the ignorance ensue, man. TruVue Podcast. Let's get it. Let's go on with the show.
hey man, definitely do everything that Melly Mel just said. But let us know, did we get it right? Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Leave it in the comments. We will respond back.
Let's argue.
To worthy comments. We're not to everything, guys. Worthy comments. Not to everything.
Everything, yeah. For
worthy.
Sure,
worthy comments. But we do appreciate all the interactions. So make sure your comment is like, worth something.
I got time today.
No, hell no. We want all that shit. Send that dumb shit too.
Oh man. There have it. There it go. That's the end of the show, man. TruVue Podcast, and you already know what we always say.
Hey, you too can change. It dwells inside of you.
Go talk to your brother real quick, please. Hook it up.
Fade in the water. Hey, sometimes you gotta get slapped before you get baptized.
Devil out your ass.
Go watch some shit, man.
Boom.
You niggas can't swim.
Stop it.
TruVue Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
Your boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny.